Hey fellow humans, so good to see you again. Still got my Weight Watchers subscription at the moment. If you saw last week's video, at the end I did speak about having a change. I am starting a new weight loss program. This week we'll have all the points though still, it'll all just be the same. Enjoy these meals. So these are some of the things that I have been eating this week. We're starting off with teriyaki turkey burgers. Now, I got inspiration from this. My friend Denise was talking about some teriyaki turkey burgers, or they might have been chicken burgers that she picks up. Now, I think the ones that she was talking about are ready made, but the idea sounded delicious. Seasoned my turkey mince, which is 0 points. I mean, that's a bargain, isn't it? Then added 1 teaspoon of garlic granules or garlic powder. To give us the teriyaki taste, I had this Maggi sweet teriyaki powder. So this is a powder that you can mix with water, use it in a stir fry because it becomes a sauce, but actually if you keep it as a powder, it is the perfect thing for burgers because your meat's already wet, and a turkey burger, it does need a lot of seasoning as it's quite bland meat, isn't it, turkey? So this was fantastic. It helps with the consistency of the burger and also give a really good teriyaki flavour. I've found that the brand Maggi is very good on flavour for very little points. For half a pack was 2 points. Ho ho ho, now I don't mean to brag, but yes, I have purchased a hamburger press. I know you're looking at it longingly. I have never used it before. Oh, it was great. It comes with the little greaseproof paper circles, so you don't have to cut your own, although if you ran out, I'm sure you could do. A couple of heat spoonfuls into the burger press. You would not think it would make such a difference, but actually look much more professional, my burgers, than the usual squash into the pan. Just reused my paper on each burger, but you could chill these with the paper on them in the fridge if you wished. It made 4 burgers at 1 point per burger. I then chilled these until later in the day when I was ready to cook them. Put 2 later that day. So I have some onions in a pan with a teaspoon of Flora light margarine and a little bit of spray of Fry Light. Turkey burger or no, I must have fried onions on my burger. The burgers I fried in Fry Light, 5 minutes on each side. Do we need the correct utensils on this channel? I think not. In comes the giant fork. For 1 burger with the fried onions, it was 1 point. Time to decide what you would like on your burger and what bread you would like to put your burger on. So you've only got 1 point at this stage. I had a slice of plastic cheese, which was 1 point, burger sauce, a mountain of burger sauce, which was 2 points, and my seeded wholemeal bun, which was 4 points, and some salad leaves. I've made my points up with my dressings of the burger. Now you may not want to do this. You're getting a lot there for just 1 point. You could just have 2 turkey burgers topped with fried onions and that would just be 2 points. It is completely your choice what you would like to do. The fixings for me are the best part. As you know, I'm not a big meat eater. I like all these little bits that go with it, and honestly these were divine. You've got to enjoy your food, guys. So my burger was 8 points. Jumping to another day, we cut to lunchtime. Here I'm having Posh avocado on toast. I say it's posh because I top it with a few different things that I absolutely love with avocado. You can see here that my avocado this day was slightly past its best, so I'm sort of trying to work around the brown bits. It tasted fine, maybe it just doesn't look quite as aesthetically pleasing. Always weigh my avocado. A whole avocado on the Weight Watchers app or a half. I have found that the points aren't accurate and I can usually get a little bit more for my points budget when I weigh it out. I also did weigh my bread, so this was Tesco's Finest olive batard, which could be mispronounced, but it was like a sourdough, and I weighed this out and I had 31 grams, and for 31 grams of that bread, these two thin slices, it was 2 points. I then toasted these and then added a squeeze of half a lime to my avocado. Not forgetting to season with salt and pepper, and added a sprinkling of turmeric. Once again, my onions in the pickle jar are making an appearance. If you've not seen the previous vlogs, I just had some pickle juice, added just some chopped onion once my pickles had run out. After smearing the toast with the avocado, I shelled 8 pistachios and roughly chopped these to top my toast. Squeezed 2 teaspoons of sriracha hot chili sauce and then topped with my pickled onions. For me, this is a cracking flavour combination. Absolutely love this. The crunchiness of the nuts, the fatty unctuousness of the avocado with the zingy lime. You've got the hot chili sauce and some sourness and crunchiness again from the pickled onions. This lovely lunch, 9 points. Another day, another dessert. I had some nectarines to use up, and I'm really into roasted fruit with my yogurt at the moment. So I popped these into an oven-proof dish along with a teaspoon of honey and popped in the oven for 40 minutes on a very low heat. Then I added my 0% yogurt to my dish and topped with my lovely honeyed nectarines. Added a teaspoon of ground flaxseed and a teaspoon of hemp seeds to the top of this dish. They give a nice crunch and they are so beneficial to my health. I feel like my skin has really benefited from these seeds. This dessert, which could also be eaten for your breakfast, was 4 points overall. And on to our last meal, which was aubergine parmigiana. Now, maybe I'm butchering aubergine parmigiana here, but this is my take on it. I thinly sliced my aubergine and I chopped 1 large onion into chunks. I then chopped 5 garlic cloves to keep those vampires away. Seasoned my aubergine slices with some salt to draw out the moisture also, so I did this on my board before I grilled them. Then proceeded to grill my aubergine slices in 2 batches, or eggplant if you're in America. Grilled 5 minutes on one side and then flipped. Now, because this is quite a simple vegetable dish, I did use olive oil to cook with instead of fry light. I just wanted that flavour, so I added a tablespoon of olive oil to the pan. I then added a teaspoon of mixed herbs to the pan. And instead of adding any further oil, I did add a little bit of water just to sweat them down a little bit further. I cooked those onions until they were sweet and tender for about 10 minutes. In go the second batch of aubergines to grill. These onions are now nicely caramelised, so I added a tin of chopped tomatoes, 1 stirred through. I covered this and simmered for another 15 minutes. Time to give that second batch a flip. Whilst those aubergine slices are just finishing off under the grill, I grated 70 grams of half fat cheddar. I also used 4.5 teaspoons of Parmesan cheese. I then added a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar to my sauce with some salt and pepper. Before beginning the layering, I did put some of the tomato sauce to one side, just a couple of spoonfuls, so I could add this to the spaghetti that I'd be serving with this dish. Then we begin the layering. So it's the sauce in first, then a teaspoon of parmesan with the aubergines, then more sauce, and we carry on until we get to the top layer, the tomato sauce with a teaspoon of the parmesan, and then top with half fat cheddar and 2 teaspoons of golden breadcrumbs. Then went into the oven for half an hour to cook through and brown on the top. Depending if you're having this as your main meal or if this is a side. If it was a side, I'd say it'd serve 6, which would be 3 points per portion. If you're having it as your main, serve 4, and that'd be 4 points per portion. Here I've served with spaghetti with some of that tomato sauce mixed through, so that will be 4 points. And my aubergines, I'm counting 4 points, so that's 8 points overall. Thanks for watching, guys. It is a Friday, so to get us in that Friday feeling, me and Paul last week went to the horse racing, went to go and see those GGs. I'll insert a little clip of that here now. There's some embarrassing dancing going on, guys. By myself. Hello, fellow humans. Today, me and Paul are off to the races. Over to Haydock Races. On the way, we're going to stop off for a little bit of pub lunch. It is lunchtime. Please be my lucky charm because I want to win today on these horses. We've just set off from the pub. I had fish pie, which had really big chunks of salmon in it, and haddock, and it just came with green vegetables on the side. The green vegetables were ace, they were very well seasoned. Paul had a lamb kofta burger, and he got some onion rings on the side, and he really enjoyed that. We've just passed a guy, and we were going round a roundabout, and if you look, we're like motorway sort of territory really. Dual carriageway, and there was a guy putting a bottle of champagne. We don't know if he was putting it there, if he pulled up and was picking up the bottle of champagne, just putting a random bottle of champagne on the side, but there were nowhere for anybody to ever like pull over. I don't know if he were trying to lure in, I don't know what was going on. It was such an odd sight.
40-something women with a panache for champagne.
Champagne, oh, that's me. Haydock Races, we arrived. It was food and drinks provided. We had a great time. We watched the GGs through the day, but then as night fell, they had some club classic music, so an orchestra, but they were those 90s, early noughties club classics that you recognise. The crowds all flocking to the stage and everybody enjoying it and having a good time. Told you it was embarrassing. I do apologise, I'm very, very well tanned. I've had a spray tan. We are going to a ball tonight. I'll show you that in next week's vlog. So that's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed the food. I know next week we're making enchiladas. So please tune in for that. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button and the thumbs up button on this video, and I will see you next time. Thanks guys, bye.